Number 7. 1955 Chrysler Falcon. At the dawn of the 1950s, Chrysler embarked on a mission to rejuvenate its brand and boost sales through the introduction of innovative and eye-catching designs. Collaborating with the esteemed Italian design house Carrozzeria Ghia, Chrysler unveiled the Falcon concept car. This elegant two-seater roadster made its first appearance on August 17, 1955, at the Chrysler International Salon, showcased alongside other visionary concept vehicles. Under its hood, the Falcon housed a 331 firepower V8 engine, with an option for a 276 Firedome V8. It featured a 2-speed PowerFlight automatic transmission. The vehicle's proportions included a 105-inch wheelbase, a length of 182 inches, a width of 68.25 inches, and a height of 51.125 inches, tipping the scales at 3,300 pounds. Although it never entered production, the Falcon's design elements influenced future Chrysler models, including the forward-look lineup introduced in 1955 and the major restyling in 1957. Number 6. 1959 Cadillac Cyclone. As one of the last concept cars designed by Harley Earl, the Cyclone debuted at the 1959 Daytona 500 and became a key part of GM's Motorama. This design was heavily influenced by the aviation and rocket designs of the 1950s, featuring a bubble-top canopy coated for UV protection, which automatically opened along with the sliding electrically operated doors. It was powered by a cast-iron 389 V8 engine, producing 325 horsepower and 424 torque. The top speed was estimated to be around 110 miles per hour. The Cyclone styling was unmistakably Cadillac, with a body built on a 104-inch chassis and made of steel. It also featured a unique exhaust system where the whole exhaust was contained in the engine compartment, with outlets just in front of the front wheels. Notably, it was equipped with a radar-operated collision avoidance system, which was quite revolutionary for its time. The radar sensors were mounted in twin nose cones on the front of the car. Unfortunately, the concept was too futuristic to put into mass production. Number 5. 1954 Plymouth Belmont. The Belmont was designed during a period when Plymouth's sales were declining. To revitalize the brand and generate excitement, Chrysler's chief of styling, Virgil Exner, led the creation of this concept. The Belmont, along with another concept called the Plymouth Explorer Coupe, was built by Briggs Manufacturing Company on a Plymouth chassis, with a 114-inch wheelbase. The car debuted at the 1954 Chicago Auto Show in a metallic light blue and exhibited an aerodynamic design theme. The Belmont was notable for being the first Plymouth with a body of fiberglass rather than steel, and it was also the first to be fitted with a V8 engine. After its tour on the 1954 Auto Show circuit and a film appearance in Bundle of Joy, the Belmont was retired as it was considered too old a design to fit the company's image. Unlike many concept cars of the era that were destroyed after their display life, the Belmont survived. It was adopted by Virgil Exner for several years under a special arrangement. Number 4. 1956 Pontiac Club de Mer. As one of the concept cars showcased at the 1956 General Motors Motorama, the Pontiac Club de Mer was the brainchild of the company's famous engineer and designer, Harley Earl. The Club de Mer was a sleek, low-slung roadster with a stainless steel body reminiscent of the supersonic jet fighters of the era. Beneath its streamlined exterior lay a powerful 287 Pontiac OHV V8 engine, making a robust 300 horsepower. Only one Pontiac Club de Mer was ever produced, but it was unfortunately destroyed in late 1958. Only the scale model survives today. However, Marty Martino, a specialist in recreating concept cars, brought this one-time masterpiece back to life using the chassis and drivetrain of a 1959 Pontiac. The engine was sourced from a 1959 Pontiac Stratostreak and paired with a 4-speed Jetaway Hydro-Matic transmission. The exterior paint was also recreated from the original concept car, while the interior featured red leather seats and chrome accents. The replica took 3 years to complete and was sold at auction in 2009 for $110,000. Number 3. 1951. General Motors Le Sabre. The 1951 Le Sabre was the brainchild of Harley Earl. Earl was inspired by the modern jet fighter aircraft that symbolized the cutting-edge technology of the late 1940s. The concept showcased several innovative features for its time. It had a body of aluminum, magnesium, and fiberglass, and was powered by a supercharged aluminum V8 engine. This engine could run on both gasoline and methanol, similar to Indy Roadsters of that period. It was also equipped with a 12-volt electrical system, heated seats, electric headlights concealed behind a center-oval jet intake, and even a water sensor to activate the power top during rain. The Le Sabre introduced design elements like the wraparound windshield and tail fins, which became widespread in the latter half of the 1950s. After its tour on the auto show circuit, the Le Sabre served as Harley Earl's personal vehicle for 2 years. The name Le Sabre was later adopted by Buick for a new production model in 1959, which continued until 2005. Number 2. 1954 Dodge Fire Arrow II. The 1954 Fire Arrow II was one of 4 concept cars built by the Italian coach builder Ghia under the direction of Virgils Exner. It was a fully functional and drivable car, unlike its predecessor, the Fire Arrow I, which was a static model for display only. It was built on a standard 119-inch Dodge chassis and powered by a Red Ram Hemi 241 V8 engine, delivering 150 horsepower. This power plant was mated to Dodge's Gyro Torque 4-speed semi-automatic transmission. The design of the Fire Arrow II was revolutionary for its time, featuring sleek lines and an eye-catching frameless windscreen. The Fire Arrow II's success spurred Exner to create a Fire Arrow III Coupe and a Fire Arrow IV Roadster, the latter hinting at a potential production run. While the Fire Arrows never graced dealership floors, their design influence left an undeniable mark, inspiring future Chrysler models. Number 1. 1954 Oldsmobile F-88. Known internally as the XP20 project, it was unveiled on January 21, 1954, at the General Motors Motorama in New York. The F-88's design was the result of a collaboration between the veteran designer Bill Lang and the main Oldsmobile studio. It was based on the 102-inch wheelbase platform of the Chevrolet Corvette, and like the Corvette, its body was made from fiberglass. Under the hood, the F-88 boasted a 324 Super 88 V8 engine with a 4-barrel carburetor capable of producing upwards of 150 horsepower. Despite its impressive features and performance, the F-88 was forced to be discontinued due to Chevy's concern that it would cannibalize Corvette sales. Most concept cars of the era were destroyed after their promotional use, but the F-88 escaped this fate. It was disassembled and eventually entered the care of the famed E.L. Cord. After changing hands over the years and undergoing a restoration in the 1990s, the sole surviving example of the F-88 was sold at Barrett-Jackson's auction in 2005 for over $3 million.